All right. Welcome to a video version of The Pupil's Life, a much anticipated video version. That took me, fucking 30 weeks longer than it should have. But, things take time. As I'm sure that it'll take me time to get used to this FBI ring that's staring at me across the bedroom. But what the fuck is up, man? I've been away. I've been away for a week. I went to Illinois, and so I've been unplugged from this fucking just fucking noise, dude. All that bullshit. And it's funny, dude. It was getting worse and worse for me before I left, in the sense that, I think maybe 2 nights before I left, I reopened my Twitter. I reopened my Twitter and I was like, dude, maybe I can gain some notoriety through Twitter. It got to that point, that kind of desperation. Can you guys see my fucking hand on my crotch? Okay, no, you can't. So I can fucking do do whatever I want down there. But yeah, dude, I was having one of those sleepless nights, and I fucking opened Twitter on a browser, not the app, because I was like, I don't want to have the app on my phone. As if having it on a browser was any different, dude. It's just a fucking different way to to fucking access it. But I opened Twitter, dude, and I started tweeting just shit to piss people off, dude. And I became a troll immediately. It took me one tweet to become a fucking, not a troll in the sense, but just I wanted a reaction out of people. And that's all that Twitter is, man. So I'm glad that I got this trip, because it's not on my phone anymore. I don't even remember how it got off of my phone, but I haven't been using it. So I'm like, fucking dodged that bullet, man. I guess I just wanted to have a voice. And it was stupid shit too. I tweeted because I was upset about the whole Crystalia thing, and so I tweeted, one day I'm gonna be canceled for buying my brother birthday tickets to a Crystalia show, and because it's fucking true, man. I don't even want to get into it, it's fucking, that's Hollywood, dude. That's fucking, it's not the real world, man. It's not the real world. And I don't need to get into it. At least not now. Maybe I get into that shit when things are not happening in my life as much. So it's what do I talk about, But there's been things happening in my life, so I don't have to do that shit. What's been happening in my life is that, as I mentioned, man, I went on a fucking, I don't even want to call it a road trip, but I mean, we drove there, so I guess it's a road trip, to Illinois, dude. Some fucking small-ass town called Peoria, Illinois. And it's my buddy Chris is from there, and his brother lives in Peoria. And so I was just dude, I had just quit my job. I had my last day was Saturday. He was leaving Sunday, so I was like, fuck it, dude. What else do I gotta do? Get the fuck out of Austin for a week and just chill out, man. Go somewhere where it's slower and quieter, and just reassess. Reassess what I'm gonna do with my fucking life. And it's a fucking 15.5 hour drive, which I had never done before. The most I'd done was maybe 11 hours, 12 hours. But we just did a straight shot, dude. Just 15.5 hours in a car, dude. just fucking like my shoulders were like Ayrton Senna's shoulders after that fucking race where he got into sixth gear and couldn't fucking, his gearbox was jammed. But it was fun, man. We basically spent the whole time at Chris's brother's house, Phil, and just hung out with Phil and his kids. You know, it was a 4, 7, and 9-year-old, I think. 7-year-old is a girl. The other 2 are boys. And it was, you know, it was just a fucking Midwestern, you know, blue collar kind of week. We just hung out, dude. This one little kid was fucking fell in love with me, man. I was reading him fucking this Billy Goat children's book. We were wrestling, dude. They were fucking smashing me with swords and shooting darts at me and fucking, you know, just giving me a little taste of what having children at 24 would be like, dude. And fucking, you know, it's fun when you're hanging out with them for a week or a couple hours a day. But when I got tired, dude, I could just fucking walk upstairs, go to my bedroom, and read a fucking book or listen to a podcast or just like close my eyes and relax. And Phil would take care of everything because they're his kids, you know? But, dude, imagine if those were my kids. If those were my kids, man, I don't know, man. It's hard to say, right? Because you don't ever know what you would do until you're in it. It's like I hate people that are like, well, no, if somebody came and broke into my home, I know exactly what I would do. I would open my window, I would carve out a square with my pocket knife, and I would jump out of that square with a baggie full of all of my important goodies, and then I would just run away. And, you know, it's like, then it fucking happens, dude, and where's your pocket knife, dude? They're fucking in your door already, you're still looking for your pocket knife, and all of a sudden you're on your knees begging for your fucking life, you know? But people that can't, you know, fucking, like, accurately answer hypotheticals annoys the hell out of me, man. It annoys the hell out of me. You ask somebody like, dude, what would you do if I fucking lost my mind, dude, and I walked into your bedroom with a fucking knife? Wait, what would you do, man? And they're like, well, I mean, that wouldn't happen because you don't lose. And it's like, I know, dude. I'm saying, what would you do if I fucking did and that did happen? And they're like, oh, well, I don't know. Then I guess you would just kill me. You know, it's just like, dude, fucking... Do you not understand that I'm trying to just play a little fucking game and have some fun? This isn't going to happen, dude. Your ego's not invested in it, okay? Just fucking indulge me, for crying out loud, man. Is that even a saying? For crying out loud. It's like, for Christ's sakes. Somebody's like, don't use the Lord's name. All right, for crying out loud. Oh, that one. I'll use that one. But yeah, man, I fucking... Peoria, Illinois, man. It's a fucking... Not a place I would want to live or ever really visit again if it wasn't for that family, because the family was awesome, man. And dude, at the same time, I was working, like, I got this freelance project right before I left, all set up. Oh, dude, now you get to see me sneeze. Fuck. I got this freelance project right before I left. It's all set up, right? It's like, here are the timelines that I'm going to give you. It's some dude that wants to fucking publish a book, right, about his pet. And I read the first 2 chapters when I pitched him the proposal, and they were decent, you know? So I was like, all right, dude, I'm kind of looking forward to this. He's going to pay me decent money for my first freelance project. And so I take my laptop with me to this trip. And my goal is to just edit the full manuscript by fucking, like, Wednesday or some shit. Because that was the date that I'd given him. and to provide him with feedback, but also to fucking edit the manuscript, like a full professional edit, dude. My first full professional edit for somebody else. And I start reading this shit, man. I get past chapter 2, and then there's a fucking drop in quality. And it's just, it becomes a nightmare, man. It becomes a... It becomes a fucking whashoo. Because, dude, I don't know. It was like... It's like going back and reading some of my shit from like high school, you know? And so I was able to understand sort of what was happening. It's like, oh, this is the first time that he's written anything, dude, or fucking any kind of fiction. Because you could tell, dude, it's like, number one, dude, the stories that he's trying to tell have no fucking point to them. You know? It's like, oh, dude, my pet ate a squirrel. And it just is a story of how your pet fucking was lounging on the grass, dude, fucking like having another sunny pet day. And then all of a sudden it found a squirrel. It chased it for a little bit, couldn't catch it. It stumbled a few times, ha ha ha. And then the squirrel got away. And then the pet got reprimanded. End of story, dude. Like fucking 12, 15 chapters of this, you know? Except that every chapter is different, right? Instead of it being a squirrel, it was a fucking... a dog, a fucking... a cat, dude. A fucking... some other kind of animal or some other kind of shenanigan. But so I'm like, all right, dude, I'm getting paid to do this. I don't have to like it, okay? I don't have to like it. Just fucking do the job. So the manuscript I get, dude, is like 50,000 words, right? By the time I'm done with it, man, it's down to like 30. So I basically cut the fucking thing in half. Because there's a lot of, you know, there was a lot of fucking... I walked into the room, and what you have to know about the room is that it was built in 1923, which is the time when my ex-grandfather's girlfriend's dad was a Marine, and he was gathering firewood from the forest next to their house, and the house next to theirs was you. And it's just like, dude, you walked into the room. That's all I need to fucking know. Okay? That's all I need to know, man. So here I am, dude, fucking writing this shit, right? I'm all like, dude, I'm fucking making this better. And I am. I believe firmly that I was. But the facts to the person who I was working for are, I sent you a 50,000 word manuscript. You cut it down in half. It's hard, and it's hard for me to understand this or accept this. But it's hard for someone who is writing their first book to watch their manuscript get cut in half and not think of that as an attack on their fucking ego or their identity or whatever. So I was... I sent the guy, you know, I sent him my revisions, and I was just sent him, and I told him, here it is, blah, blah, blah. I'll get you the feedback. I included the feedback too. And then, you know, a couple hours later, I get a response, and it said, I'm actually going to read you guys this because it upset me, dude, but it's also kind of funny. So I said, here are the revisions, and I gave him the feedback, and fuck. Dude, if it's not Corona, it doesn't matter. So he says, thanks. A quick scan shows that you cut the book in half. Is that right, or am I missing something? And so I was like, dude, all right. He asked me a straightforward question. I'm going to answer the question. I'm not going to fucking explain myself and go into that pattern of guilt and like fucking codependency and shame and shit. So I just responded, hi, his name, yes, that is correct. And then he responded, dude, following up, I do see you cut the book in half. Unfortunately, this is not what I wanted. I wanted to edit it for sure, but not remove 50% of the content. What I need is some cleaning up as required. The book has already gone through edits by another experienced editor. Woo-hoo! And I needed a cleanup. While I appreciate what you're trying to do, perhaps this is not a good fit for our partnership. So, dude, this guy is so fucking caught up in his fucking ego, dude, that now he's threatening our friendship. Or as he calls it, our partnership. Dude, what the fuck, man? Every time I press record, I gotta fucking sneeze, and now people are gonna think I've got Rona, and they're not gonna want to support me, man, and man, I need the money, man. I don't. I'll be fine, dude. So, I responded to this guy. I hear you, right? I'm trying to empathize with him and be like, dude, I hear what you're saying, right? I'm not just fucking doing this because of my ego. I hear you. You might not hear me, dude, because I know you didn't read the fucking edits in the 15 minutes that it took you to respond. So you're not listening, man. But I am. I would advise you to find another editor, as the manuscript I received was not publishable. That's what I fucking told him, dude, was like, oh, dude, you got an experienced editor, dude? You got an experienced editor who told you that you could publish a book where 50% of the book was you explaining different parts of the room and the things in the room and why this person felt this way because 100 years ago they're fucking, you know, like, oh, really, dude? You know, like, I said, the edits I made are necessary, not by choice, man. I started to get in my fucking ego, dude, at this point, because he's like, I hired another experienced editor. And I was like, dude, experienced? Okay, dude. I've written 4 fucking books. I published 4 books, dude. I've written 4 more, dude. And I'm 24. Show me this experienced editor and what the fuck he's done so that I can see that he knows how to write and that he's full of shit, dude, just trying to take your money. You hired me to make the product the best possible one it can be. And that's what I've done. I understand if you disagree and wish you the best of luck if you don't want to continue our partnership. Let me know what your decision is. A shorter book does not mean a worse one. Regardless, I highly encourage you to get a 3rd and 4th pair of unbiased eyes, dude. I'm careful with my words, dude. I know, dude, how to fucking put the needle right under your skin, dude, so that it's like poking out and you can still see it, dude, and you're kind of fucking freaking out, but you don't know how to fix it, right? I don't even know what that meant, dude. And so he responds, dude, as I said, dude, fucking the nerve, dude. The fucking, didn't I say that in one of the earliest podcasts? The nerve, dude. When people fucking get the nerve, dude, I gotta drink some fucking water. What if I just drank water like that all the time, dude? Just. What if everyone did that when they drank water, dude? You're just on a date and you're like, so, what does your father do again? So this guy says, as I said, it was already edited and proofed to some extent by an ex-Rolling Stone editor and speechwriter, dude. Fucking bullshit, man. Bullshit, dude. And you know, from then on, dude, it just became fucking logistics. But, dude, it's one of those situations that I think upsets me because I know for fucking fact, dude, that the manuscript was not publishable, dude. And I don't want this guy to fucking, you know, even with my edits, I was like kind of contemplating telling the guy, like, hey man, this might not be the one, you know? This might not be the one that you dig your fucking grave into. Or what's it called? Die on this hill, dude. Is that what it is? You might not want to die on this hill. Even with my edits, I was thinking about telling him that. And the fact that somebody else, ex-Rolling Stone speechwriter, my fucking ass, I don't give a shit about your credentials, told him, just keep doing that. You're like, did my fucking YouTube freeze? Told him that that was in any way, shape, or form publishable, dude. That guy should get his fucking... That's what it should be, dude. It should be like drivers. He should get his fucking license taken away. His writing license. He should not be allowed to write or not to write. He should not be allowed to edit or do any work for anybody else, dude. He can write his own bullshit if he wants to. If he believes that the fucking manuscript was publishable, he can write his own fucking shit, dude, for his ex-Rolling Stone. But to then go out, dude, and fucking tell other people, like, yeah, bro, this is fucking dope, man. Ha, ha, ha. Fucking ex-Rolling Stone, man. Here are my credentials. What if he fucking wrote one article for the Rolling Stone magazine, and now he's like, oh, yeah, I'm an ex-Rolling Stone editor and speechwriter. Do you know how different speeches are, dude, from books? Do you know, dude? I don't think you do, man. I don't think you do. And if you're listening to this, dude, you fucking maggot, you are, yeah, I don't know, dude. You're fucking lacking integrity is what you are, man. You're just after money, dude, which is what those fucking magazines are after. So it makes sense that you're an ex. I should have said that, dude. You know, I should have said, oh, yeah, dude. Well, you know that those magazines are only after fucking money, dude, and fucking advertisements so that they can survive, dude, and they're not actually looking for the best fucking writers, dude. Anyway, dude, I rest my case. The point is, I had to fucking deal with this shit while I was in Peoria, Illinois, man. Fucking... yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. It's the point is, dude. The point is that if I had had the responsibility of being those children's parent, some shit would have gone down, man. And I'm glad that I am not a parent at 24, dude. Because I as much as I get along with children, dude, and as much as fucking I can teach them, dude, I can make them laugh, dude, I can try to empathize with them. It's not a full-time job for me right now, dude, you know? It's a seasonal thing. I taught children improv, dude. 8-year-old children, you know, I did that for a season, dude. I did it for a couple months. And now I went to Peoria, dude, and I was Uncle Nick, dude, even though I'm not blood related to any of them. So, I see hints here and there, dude. I see hints here and there that I could be a great individual for a fucking child, dude. That hopefully I will call my own someday. Fuck, dude. I hate it when your body is just like, just trying to tell you, like, you're not going to fucking do this right now, You're just trying to have a conversation, dude, with a fucking electronic device, and your body's like fucking fucking trying to like just break you down, dude. Now my finger's bleeding, dude. Dude. Fucking. Are you having fun? Just watching me fucking break down, dude. Just every podcast I slouch more into my fucking chair, dude. What the fuck, man? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is up. I don't know why I'm cursing so much, Maybe it's because I've been around children for the last week, and I feel like I've had to tone down my fucks. But yeah, man. I'm fucking glad to be back in Austin. And it's a great feeling, dude. I don't know if everybody feels this way, but it's a great feeling when you find a place that you live in, like that you call your home. It's a great feeling when every time you leave that place, you miss it, but then when it's time to go back, you're like, dude, fuck yes. Fuck yes, dude. It's just like, it's a great feeling, man. It's a great feeling. And I remember when I was in high school, I didn't have a concept of what that meant. For me, it was just Cancun is my home. And anytime I left Cancun, dude, I felt anxiety. And I felt like, fuck, dude, all my friends and family are here. What am I going to do if I can't talk to them, dude? How am I going to live? But I'm glad to be back in Austin, and I'm also fucking glad that I don't work where I fucking worked before I went to Peoria. Because, dude, that place is, that's what it is. That face that I just made, dude, that's what that place is, It's like in Get Out, dude. When the guy shows up to the house with his girlfriend, and then they show the guy from Atlanta, and he's like, fucking get out, dude. That says, like, dude, maybe this is less about that place, but not really, because it's the whole area. There was this homeless man, right, that was sort of hanging out outside of the restaurant on a public bench. And he had his little dog. He had a little box. He had a drum kit that he fashioned from, like, a ginger bucket that I gave him, and fucking, like, twigs and branches. I don't know, dude. He somehow had it. The only piece of equipment that was actually from a drum kit was the little, like, that little thing that you press on something and it's like, maybe the two cymbals, is that what it is? And so this guy was out there, right? He's fucking, he's panhandling, if you want to call it that, but he's doing something, man. He's fucking like doing some shit, dude. And people are walking by. Some people are recording him. Some people are fucking throwing money at him. And the last couple of days that I was at this restaurant working, the guy would start to come into the restaurant and use his panhandling money to buy sodas, dude, because he was so hot that he just wanted a drink, and he didn't like water. And so, like, my last 2 or 3 days, I was like, I'm going to just give him my free drink of the day. So I'd grab, fucking Diet Coke, dude, and walk out there. And, hey, buddy, how you doing, man? Oh, it's fucking hot out here, man. Fuck. You know, just like, he's one of those kind of, you know, like, I'm not passing judgment, dude, but it's one of those kind of homeless people that's just angry all the time, you know? I'm sure I wouldn't last more than a fucking month on the streets. So, in my book, dude, being angry all the time is better than just fucking being roadkill, you know? And, so I'd walk out there and be like, oh, man, it's fucking hot, isn't it? Well, hey, I got a Diet Coke, dude. Do you want it? Maybe it'll cheer you up a little bit. He's like, oh, fuck, dude, thank you, dude. Just, like, gets, like, angrier because I gave him a Coke, but, like, he's happy, too. That's how he shows that he's happy. And then I come back the next day, and he's like, it's fucking raining, dude, and it's, like, almost like a blizzard, dude. It's hailing. And he's, like, in shorts. He's in shorts, dude. He's got a fucking umbrella that he's hiding in like it's a tent. And he tells me, you don't happen to have any pants in there, do you? It's fucking cold out here, man. And I thought to myself, I don't have pants here, dude, but I have pants at home that I could get rid of, you know? And I'm a tall guy, so they're going to fit you, be too big for you, but that doesn't matter to a homeless guy. They'll protect you, dude. I've got some warm pants that I can bring you. That's what I told him. I've got some warm pants that I can bring you. I'll bring them to you tomorrow. And that day, dude, the fucking security guards from the little area that the restaurant is in would started to tell people that he was a pedophile. Now, I didn't corroborate this information, so maybe he is, dude. Not a pedophile, a registered sex offender. And again, I didn't corroborate this information. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. I decided to look at his humanity, because I think that even sex offenders are human beings, and even sex offenders deserve, to some extent, empathy. And so I walked out, like, that same day, dude, right? The day before I bring him the pants. I walk out, and now he's got a fucking sign that says, the security guards are saying I'm a registered sex offender. This is not true. They're trying to kick me out of the area. My name is blah, blah, blah. And you can look me up. I'm not a sex offender. So I'm like, oh, shit. Maybe he's not, dude. I decide to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, maybe I'm wrong for doing that. I don't know, dude. I haven't seen the guy harm anyone. I've seen him get upset at people, right? But I haven't seen him harm anybody. And so it's one of those things where I've heard, well, not actually. The security guards come into the restaurant where we work. And I'm with one of my coworkers who you know, but I can't say his name. And you know him from the podcast, but again, I can't say his name. And he and I are working together, and fucking one of the security guards comes in, and he starts to tell us, you know, hey, I saw you give him that Diet Coke. You know, you don't want to be helping that guy. We got to get him out of the area. He is a registered sex offender, and blah blah. It starts fucking lecturing us, right? And then he leaves. It's like, all right. We play it like fucking dummies. We're like, yeah, we want to do it again. And then less than 2 minutes later, the other security guard comes in, and he's like, hey, man, I just, like, you know, I know you're giving him that stuff, but, like, he's not a good guy, man. He's not a good person. You know, we're trying to get him out. He's been harassing people, and we can't legally kick him out, but, like, so he's a sex offender, you know, he's a registered sex offender. Just like, one, dude, his fucking words didn't line up in the correct form to make sentences that were coherent. It's like, you know, we're trying to kick him out, but legally we can't kick him out, so he's a registered sex offender, right? It's like saying, dude, like, you know, Biden is a pedophile. I'm gonna vote for him for president. You know, like, fucking. It's like, dude. it doesn't. It's not a coherent train of thought. Like, I saw, dude. I don't even want to get into it. But so yeah. I'm not gonna get political, man. But so the security guard starts telling us the same fucking story that the security guard before him told us, and he tells it on and on and on. And my buddy, who I can't tell you his name, but you know him from the podcast, he's just listening because he's a nice guy, like a nice guy, not like a nice person, but like a nice guy. That's like a bad thing, dude. When you're like too nice, bad for yourself. And he is just like, yeah, haha, just agreeing, right? Because he doesn't want to confront the guy. And it gets to a point where I'm just like, hey, man, we heard you. All right? We heard you. Thank you. We heard you. Do you need anything else, man? And he looks at me and he's like taken aback, you know, because somebody's standing up to him, dude. Because he's got a fucking badge, dude. So now he thinks that he's fucking fucked, dude. He can't be fucked with. And I know, dude, you're a fucking security guard. And I respect you, dude, until you stop respecting me. And then I put my boundary up. All right? And you're disrespecting me right now by trying to fucking lecture me about how to interact with another human being. And, okay, dude, you want to do it? Do it once, dude. Don't tell your buddy to come in here and then come in here too and then tell us the same thing, dude, 5 times. Because then I'm going to tell you, hey, we heard you, dude. Do you need anything else? And he's like, well, I'm just trying to tell you, you know, like, it's not. And I interrupted the guy and I was like, I don't need you to lecture us, all right? We heard you, dude. We don't need a lecture. All right? Anything else, man? Anything else, man? And he just fucking walks out, like, and my buddy starts fucking dying laughing, dude. And he was so like, dude, I wanted to say that, but I was like afraid, dude. It's like, dude, fuck people here. Fuck the security guards. Like, this area sucks, man. They're just trying to like kick people out that they don't like, that don't look like them. And I was like, yeah, dude, exactly. And dude, we even made the joke that, like, you know, at least he's a registered sex offender, you know? Which is like, at least he's fucking open about it. Even if it's true, at least he's fucking registered, you know? You look him up, fucking, it'll be a red dot right here, dude, on the park bench, on the public bench, dude, at this fucking restaurant. Just don't go there, dude, if you don't want to be offended sexually. And so yeah, dude. So they're trying to tell us basically, don't give the man shit. And that's just a metaphor, dude, for that fucking restaurant and that fucking area. People that think that they're progressive, dude, or that they're better, or that they're helping, and then they've got this fucking prime example of somebody that they could help, and they don't want to do it because they're afraid of them, or because they pass judgment on him. He's dirty, he's angry, he doesn't get to be angry at me because I fucking you know, like, you know how many people have come into the fucking restaurant and been angry at me, dude, and treated me the way he treats you? You know, dude, that's all I gotta say is, if I give him a fucking Diet Coke, dude, does that mean that he's gonna go molest children or sex offend people? I don't think so, man. But maybe 10 years from now, I'll be canceled for saying that I gave a registered sex offender a Diet Coke, you know? And if that's the case, man, so be it. I'll fucking... Oh, dude, the fucking clip resurfaced that you said you gave a Diet Coke to a fucking registered sex offender. And I don't know why Bill Clinton is the one asking me the question, but is that true? And then I could say, yeah, dude, I gave an alleged registered sex offender a Diet Coke. Unknowingly. And then when I knew that there was these allegations against him, I went home, dude. I got this fucking pair of sweatpants that don't fit me anymore. And I was like, oh, dude, he told me he was cold. He needs it because of the weather. And then I went to work the next day, and he wasn't there, dude. You know? I tried to do a nice thing, dude, and he wasn't there because you fucking kicked him out, man. Because you fucking kicked him out. It fucking sucks, man. It fucking sucks, dude. Yep, it fucking sucks. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and I'm happy I don't work there anymore, dude. Because not only that, dude, I don't have to be a part of that bullshit, dude. I also don't have to be a part of the fucking homophobia that goes on there, where they're calling each other faggots, dude. Dude, the day that I'm a manager, dude, at some place, and I call one of the people that I'm managing a faggot, dude, and nothing happens to me, is the day that I quit that job and go reassess what the fuck is going on with me. You know? That's just unheard of, man. That's just unheard of. And that's gonna stay with me for a while. You know? It's one thing, dude, to hear about somebody telling you, like me right now. It's one thing for you to hear me saying, like, yeah, dude, my manager saw one of his assistant managers call an employee a faggot, dude, and he didn't do anything about it. He gave him a lecture, dude, and he thinks that that's going to do something. He didn't do shit about it. It's one thing for that, and it's another thing to have been there and then spoken to my manager, like the head honcho, dude, and to have been like, hey, man, this isn't how things work, dude. This makes me feel gross, dude, and it should make you feel gross too. Not should, dude, but it's not okay with me, and I don't think that it's okay with you either. But I think that you're avoiding that. And then for him to be, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Well, you know, I don't want to fire him, but, like, because then I'd have to actually do my fucking job, dude. Fucking lazy ass. That's all it is, man. It's fucking... Nah, it's not laziness, dude. It's just fucking people who are afraid, you know? Fucking... What else, man? I had this thought, dude, before I left that place... You know those Snapchat filters? Maybe they exist on Instagram. Just those camera filters on these apps where you can, like, fucking turn your face into shit, right? And so it's like a lizard dude, or it's a fucking, you got a mustache now, or you got fucking the Joker's makeup. Well, one of my last days at work, I was with this coworker that you know, but I can't tell you his name. And he was using Snapchat. We were sending each other snaps back and forth, and he sent me one where the filter made his face like a baby face. And I was just wondering, dude, like, so is it technically, what are the guidelines for, say, you know, say you're a fucking 27-year-old woman, right? And you're fucking around, dude, with some guy that you're interested in. And you find this filter, you know, you guys are fucking sending each other snaps back and forth. And you find this baby filter, right? And you send him one where it makes your face look like a baby. It, like, maybe 7 years old. It makes you look like you're 7 years old. And you send it to him. If he then goes and jerks off to that picture, is that a crime, dude? Or is it, you know, like, because the person in the picture is 27, dude, but they're made to look like a 7-year-old. And so I don't know, dude. I was just like, there's not a lot of, I feel like you don't run into that kind of scenario often where you genuinely don't have established guidelines in the world. Like, and it's because technology is evolving, right? And so we're figuring this shit out. I'm sure we'll figure it out sooner or later. But so if I take a fucking picture of myself, dude, put the filter on it, turn it into a fucking 7-year-old, and then I post it online, somebody downloads that picture, fucking rubs one out, dude, and then they get caught because somebody's watching them on their computer, is that considered child pornography? Or what is it, dude? Like, my guess is that it's similar to, you know, like those aggressive porn videos where they are pretending to be abused. I know in some of the cases that they genuinely are abused, but there's also cases where they're pretending. And I'm talking about those cases, not the ones where it's like fucking childhood trauma and they're being degraded and fucking like crying and shit. I'm talking about the ones where it's pretend, dude, but it's kind of real, where it fucking looks like they don't want to be there, dude, and they don't want to do the things that they're doing. You know, it's like that would be considered, if it was real, dude, then that would be considered like, I don't know, you're fucking watching non-consensual sex, right? I don't even know if that's a crime. Maybe it is. But because it's pretend and it's up on all the porn sites and it's fine, right? Millions of hits. So if I, dude, so if I fucking, if I fucking filmed a porno, dude, of me fucking jerking off, dude, but my face was a 7-year-old's face, dude. Like, it's my face, but it's just it's not some other 7-year-old's face. Just to be clear, it's my face. It fucking like edited down into a 7-year-old's face, dude. And it's just my 24-year-old's body, dude. Is that illegal, dude? Or what the fuck is that, dude? You know? That's fucking, it's creepy, dude, for sure. Like, just seeing that picture of my coworker, dude, was creepy. But it was also like, shit, man. That actually made you look like you're younger. Like a fucking toddler, dude. And then I took one of myself, and it was fucking creepy, dude. It made me look like my younger self. But yeah, man, I don't know. I was just fucking, you know, like, what even is that, dude? Is that fucking, is that considered like child pornography or like fucking, I don't know, man. But it's an interesting concept. And it's definitely worth exploring, I think, for comedic purposes, okay? For comedic purposes only. Though I'm sure that some fucking libtard would fucking be like, well, but you saying that is going to put the idea in somebody's sick, and then that sick person is going to go and find fucking... It's just... Alright, dude. What the fuck, man? What else? How can I entertain you for another 12 minutes? Dude, okay. Well, I get a little bit serious. I fucking... Dude, that's how dumb and, like... Not dumb, dude. I shouldn't call myself dumb. But that's how fucking... I just put my foot where the camera is resting, dude, and I was like, oh, dude, this won't move the fucking frame, dude. So, dude, like, the 2 week... Fuck, I'm saying dude again. God damn, I'm out of fucking wax here. Because I had the guest on last week, and so I haven't done this shit for 2 weeks now. And when you go on a trip, it feels like you've been away for longer. But dude, I think I'm over it now. But I was like, dude, I was going on dates before the trip to Illinois. And I had found, like, I'd gone on this great fucking date, right? This great first date where the conversation went everywhere, but it never felt threatening, dude. Like it was, dude. It never felt threatening because we both were listening. We both were just like engaged. There was humor interspersed here and there. So it was one of those conversations where you feel like you learned something, but you also had fun. And that's what the date felt like, right? And I've just been thinking about it, dude. Just as a date, I guess that's the thing, is that I've been thinking about it more as like, I've been in Austin for almost 5 years, and I had never done this concept as a date. And it's not like a fucking original, never before seen concept, but I'd never done it, and it was probably one of the most enjoyable dates I've been on. And you know, I picked up Thai food from my favorite Thai place, and then I met my date at Zilker Park, and I fucking lay out, you know, a little blanket, a little towel, whatever you got to sit on. I've got food. She's brought wine. It's 7:30 in the summertime. Just turned it into a poem. And I've brought food. She's brought wine. It's 7:30 in the summertime. I can't do it, man. We're fucking... You know, so the sunset is like gonna happen soon. We got an hour to talk and like still get some sunlight. There's a lot of people around us, so it's safe for the person to feel, you know, like some people feel like it's not safe to go on dates, online dates still to this day. It's outdoors, so it's Corona approved. And you know, you just sit, you talk, you eat some food, but you're surrounded by nature and dogs. So there's a lot of spontaneous little moments here where the dogs smell the food and they fucking come over, and you got to deal with that. And then as soon as the sun was setting, dude, it changes. There's something that it changes you when you're experiencing nature together. It changes the conversation type that you have. You're watching the sunset. You can't help but be affected by it. And then there was also like a full moon that night. So it's like you're watching one beautiful thing on one hand. You're watching the fucking full moon rise. And then you're also having this meaningful conversation with someone else. And after that, you know, if it goes well, which it did, she was the one that asked, like, hey, do you want to go to a bar and get another drink? And this was when bars had reopened. And so it became like a thing, dude. It was how things are in Cancun. I think that's maybe why it was so meaningful to me, is because in Cancun, dude, and maybe in Mexico, you make plans with somebody and you don't make plans on top of plans. It's just like, hey, dude, do you want to do you want to hang out, dude? Do you want to just meet? You know, you don't even tell each other what you're going to do. You're just like, hey, do you want to meet at 3 p.m. and then just be together for the rest of the day? Until somebody gets bored and wants to go home. I don't know. But it'd gone so well, man. And we went on a second date, and I thought it had gone fine. But then it just fizzled out. And I think I'd been pretty bummed out about it, you know. I think I had been... It's just that's the one thing. People always say, like, online dating is shit and blah, blah. And I 95% disagree. The 5% that I agree with, which isn't necessarily tied to online dating, it's just dating in general. But it's exacerbated by the fact that, well, online dating, you can date a lot more often, dude, or more frequently. The 5% that I agree with is that, you know, most dates that you go on are not all that great, right? And when you find a woman or a man or a trans or a whatever the fuck that you do feel that connection with, and then you go on another date, maybe a third date, and then it just disappears, it's like, fuck, dude, I gotta go back to that, like, that first set of people again, you know, like I gotta go sift through the haystack and hope to find another needle, dude. But you know, that's part of dating, dude, I guess, and it just sucked, man, you know, because you have these, like, I don't know, dude. You go on another date, and then what do you fucking talk about? The same shit? Like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm getting all fucking existential, dude. I don't even know why. Bixby voice not yet set up. The point is just that I discovered, that's the thing, is that there's always a positive and a negative, and you shouldn't discard the negative. You should feel the negative, and then perhaps see what positives rise up. And the positives that rose up for me were, oh, dude, now I know another great date idea that I enjoy, you know, because sometimes going to these fucking bars late at night, dude, it's not the most comfortable environment for me. But going to a park where there's dogs, there's sun, dude, and yeah, it just feels a lot more comfortable for me, or intuitive. And so I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. Dude, I'm just so fucking glad to be back in Austin. That's the thing. I'm so glad to be back in Austin. It's a fucking beautiful day outside. I know my way around, right? There's this thing that when you travel with someone else and you are at their behest, you can feel trapped. As much as you may be having fun, as much as et cetera, all these things might be true, you can also feel a little bit trapped if you're not in your comfort zone, right? The food that you make yourself is not available. Your shower isn't there. So you're getting used to someone else's space. And it's good to be back home, man. And I haven't hit an hour yet, dude, but I don't fucking care. It's a first solo video podcast, so I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for listening to The Pupil's Life. Yeah, man. Things are cool, man. Things are fucking, I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I've got a job offer, and I've got to find an apartment. That's just cool. I don't know. It's not cool, dude. It's rewarding when you don't know what's going to happen, because then every day becomes sort of like, oh, dude, what is today going to present me with, you know? But anyway, that's for later. Thank you for listening again, and that's the podcast.